Hey everybody, it's Fox with FoxeoGames, and this is a Fox First Cent for Split Second on the PC. It's available on Steam. Yes, this game is old, but as I've clarified before, my Fox First Cents are certainly not limited to newer games. I can do a video on whatever I want, right guys? Hey, this is Split Second for the PC. Did I mention that? I did. Split Second is obviously a racing game, but no attempt is made here to simulate real racing or to simulate a real car or to simulate actual reality in any way, shape, or form for the most part. The whole purpose of this game is to get drift points, I guess build up your drift meter by drifting, and as you build it up, you get those bright, large blue bars at the bottom, and you can use those to either open up shortcuts or to activate sort of like traps, explosions, and obstacles that you'll use to try to time properly to knock out the other cars. Unless you're playing in elimination mode, one of the many modes available in the game, you'll unlock more modes as you play more, you unlock more cars, all that good stuff. You know, the typical stuff you would expect for a racing game. You actually can restart after getting knocked out from a trap or explosion or bomb or you know, a bus landing on top of you or an airplane landing on top of you. Yes, that can actually happen. If you hit the wall too hard, you will also wreck yourself. I just wrecked Porter. I don't know who that is. It's NPC, computer-controlled character. I'm not very good at this right now, particularly because the game does not support the Xbox One controller I have hooked up, nor does it support mouse at all, like zero. You can't even play, I mean, you can't even navigate the menus with the mouse. The mouse does, as far as I'm aware, absolutely nothing in this game. So there I am, 7th place. This is not the ideal game to play with the keyboard. I was going to say mouse and keyboard. The keyboard, because you end up like pushing on the edges of the keys and it starts hurting after a while. And the default setup for the keyboard is terrible. To activate your explosion or trap or whatever, you hit right control. But you're also controlling the thing with the arrow keys, not WASD. So you have to take your thumb and tap the control button, but you might want to use your thumb to push the left arrow key while simultaneously braking to get some drift, maybe. So anyway, I do a lot better in this race. I come out much, much better, as you'll see towards the end. That was a power play right there, a double wreck. I activated that and took out 2 of the cars. Now, in elimination mode, when you take out a car, it's gone. That's it. It's gone. But in all the rest of the modes, as far as I'm aware, I haven't unlocked all the modes yet. When you take out a car, they just get put back in the race afterwards, but they're going to be a ways behind. I wrecked myself with my own trap there. Yes, you can do that. You can activate these little trigger points, and you can run into it yourself. So you have to be careful not to do that. Split Second, like I said, is all about that drifting and knocking out the other enemies as you vie for first place. One of the other cool features of Split Second is it has split screen, and both of those have split as the first word. My wife and I loved playing this game in split screen mode on the Xbox 360, but this is on the PC. I recently purchased it on the PC so that we could now play on the PC in the living room, and we get a much better split screen experience. The game is locked to 30 frames per second. However, you can use a program called FPS Unlocker to actually play at 60, although I do believe you have to launch that little program and hit the F3 key every single time you start the game in order for that to happen. It's not like a permanent fix, unfortunately. But as long as you can make the fix with reasonable effort, I don't hold it against the game too much. Yes, the game should be way beyond 60 FPS. It should be unlocked, but you know, this is not the best port. The graphics options are pretty terrible for the most part. You can choose resolutions and then set a couple settings such as, you know, low, medium, high, very high for the settings, and it doesn't tell you what that is. You can't customize like anti-aliasing, anisotropic filtering, shadows, all that stuff. It's just, it is what it is. When you start out, there are 3 cars to choose from, which have different attributes, such as, you know, well, they all start out at low speed, but they all have different things like how well they can drift, how strong they are to resist breaking apart, how well they take corners and braking and all that good stuff. So a lot of what you would expect from a racing game, but again, this is an action, arcadey style racing game. Not at all trying to be realistic in any way, which are the racing games that I prefer. If I'm going to play one, I'm going to play one like this. Have you guys played Split Second? And if you have, what do you think of it? I'm Fox with FoxeoGames, and I will see you guys next time. Oh, hey, watch this. Watch this. You ready for this? Watch. Watch. You ready? Boom. First place. I'll see you guys next time.